That was quick. From election night champagne to political unemployment in just 14 days. I'm your host at UK Tribune, bringing you the political whiplash that is British democracy in 2025. Have you ever wondered what the shortest possible political career looks like? Today, we're diving into the blink-and-you'll-miss-it tenure of Reform UK's Wayne Titley, the councillor who made Mayflies look like marathon runners. Let's set the scene, shall we? Earlier this month, Reform UK had their Staffordshire moment, sweeping 49 candidates into county council seats faster than you can say political realignment. It was a kind of landslide that has traditional parties checking their foundations for cracks. Among these victors was Wayne Titley in Eccleshall and Gnosall winning by just 27 votes. That's fewer people than you'd find waiting for a coffee at Pret on a Monday morning. A victory margin so slim you could slip it under a door. But as they say in Westminster, today's triumph is tomorrow's Twitter storm. And boy, did the storm arrive quickly. Breaking news bulletin. If you're planning a political career, here's a hot tip, suggesting the Royal Navy open fire on migrant boats might come back to haunt you. Before we go further, let's be crystal clear about what actually happened here. Back in March, Councillor Titley, now former Councillor Titley, shared some rather spicy thoughts about how to handle small boat crossings in the Channel. And I quote, "Why they don't position the Navy so as the big boats leave the shoreline they intercept them and thunder them back using a volley of gunfire aimed at sinking them. I mean, nothing says measured policy response quite like suggesting we turn the English Channel into a naval battle reenactment, right? Now, let's talk about the aftermath. When these posts resurfaced, the online reaction was about as gentle as a brick through a greenhouse. Reform UK has stated that Titley and his family received significant abuse over the posts, ultimately leading to his resignation for personal reasons. 2 weeks. That's all it took to go from election night euphoria to political exit door. If politics were a Netflix series, Titley wouldn't have made it past the first episode. But this story isn't just about one councillor's hasty departure, it's part of a larger pattern that's been emerging around Reform UK candidates. Before the local elections, several Reform candidates were reported to have posted content described as racist and Islamophobic on social media platforms. It's almost as if, and stay with me here, political parties might want to check what their candidates have been broadcasting to the world before putting them on the ballot. Revolutionary concept, I know. It's the political equivalent of not checking if there's water in the pool before doing a cannonball. Spoiler alert, there wasn't water in this pool. Let's zoom out for a moment. Reform UK's victory in Staffordshire represented a significant political shift. Winning 49 seats in a traditional Conservative stronghold signals voter frustration with established parties. But here's the million-pound question. Does Reform UK have the infrastructure and vetting processes to support their rapid growth? When you go from political underdogs to holding real power, the scrutiny dial gets turned up to 11. It's like being promoted from the Sunday League to the Premier League overnight. Suddenly, those casual fouls get caught on camera from 17 different angles. Now, what happens next in Eccleshall and Gnosall? Well, buckle up for by-election drama. Reform UK has already declared they are ready to contest the seat again, hoping local voters still want that strong Reform voice they mentioned. Meanwhile, former Conservative councillor Jeremy Pert, who lost by those 27 votes we mentioned, must be looking at his calendar and thinking, second chance already? That was quick. The political equivalent of missing your bus only to have another one appear immediately behind it. The bigger picture here isn't just about one councillor's social media mishaps or even Reform UK's vetting processes. It's about the changing landscape of British politics and what voters will or won't tolerate from their elected officials. When new political movements rise rapidly, they often struggle with a transition from protest vote to governing entity. It's a difference between critiquing the restaurant from your table versus suddenly being handed the chef's hat and told, "Right, you cooked dinner for 200 people tonight." And voters are increasingly willing to experiment with their ballots, but that doesn't mean they've lowered their standards. If anything, in the age of digital footprints, the bar for acceptable past behavior is higher than ever. This saga reminds us that in politics, as in life, what you post online doesn't stay in the past. It's less what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and more what happens on Twitter may terminate your political career before you've even warmed your council seat. That's all for today's political speedrun update. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that subscribe button faster than Wayne Titley's political career disappeared. Hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest political drama across the UK. This has been UK Tribune, where we bring you the news before politicians can hit delete on their old tweets. See you in the next video.